Let's look at question 1 on your sample exam. We have matrix multiplication. We have a 2 by 2 matrix times a 2 by 2 matrix. The result will be a 2 by 2 matrix. And there are several algorithms you could use. I'm going to use the one I'm most familiar with, which is to partition the first matrix by rows, the second matrix by columns, and the first entry will be the first row times first column, etc. So the first entry will be 1 times 1 plus -2 times -2, which is positive 5. The entry in the first row, second column, will be 1 times -1 plus -2 times 2, which is -5. The second row, first column, will be -1 times 1 plus 1 times -2, or -3. Second row, second column will be -1 times -1, which is 1 plus 1 times 2, and the result will be positive 3. Part B is the same type of question, and again, we're taking a 2 by 2 times a 2 by 2. The resulting product will be a 2 by 2, and the entries will be 0 times 1 plus 1 times 0, which is 0. 0 times -2 plus 1 times 2 is positive 2. -1 times 1 plus 2 times 0 is -1. And then -1 times -2 plus 2 times 2 is positive 6. And so now in part C, again, we have another matrix multiplication, but this time we have a 2 by 4 times a 4 by 2, and the result is going to be 2 by 2. Now, I could actually go and perform the multiplication using the same algorithm I did in A and B, but when I start, I notice that these numbers start looking pretty familiar. If I would have partitioned the first matrix into 2 submatrices and partitioned the second matrix conformally into 2 submatrices, I notice, if I think of this first matrix as being the matrix A with submatrices A0 and A1, and the submatrices for the second as being labeled B0, B1, I notice that if I do matrix multiplication by partitioning, that the result will be the matrix A0, B0 plus A1, B1. And I notice that A0, B0 are the exact matrices I multiplied in part A. And in part B, I multiplied A1 times B1. So actually, I can save myself some work. And the result in C is actually found by adding the 2 resulting matrices from A and B. So, first entry is 5 plus 0, or 5. Second entry would be -3. The entry in the first row, second row, first column is -4, and this will be 9. Now, how did the results A, B, and C relate? Well, by partitioned matrix multiplication. We found C by adding the answers to A and B. So we finished the first question.